Looks like the Lings from Trifax heading up north. The Lings from Snogstar heading down south. Bly already has some Lings out, thank goodness, to drive these away. Bly's going to count on his micro to distract Snogstar and Trifax for long enough to keep him away here. Picking off reinforcements as best he can. He's bought himself a little bit of time here. The Baneling Nest only about 3/4 of the way done right now. Oh boy, and here we go. The blue and purple Lings streaming into the yellow base of Bly right now. The Queen pops out. It's going to go to a nice spot here. Bly under a lot of duress right now. Interesting that the Lings are going for the Zerg player and not for the Protoss player here. A lot of Lings going to get surrounded here. We'll see how many drones Bly loses. So far, the drone loss count is only at 2 from Bly, and he's going to clean that up with almost no problems. Bly only losing 2 drones and 4 Lings. That is a great hold from Bly. Drogo completely uncontested here. Has his adepts out on the map now, and Snogstar and Trifax find themselves significantly behind here. I would not be surprised to see a second, maybe even a third Stargate coming down. We'll see how this aggression does from Raise Your Edge. Adepts popping in here with the Oracles out. This is going to be spotted, of course, immediately. Another Roach gets started here. 10 Lings get started for Trifax as well. Trifax's Roach Warren's not finished yet. That means that Snogstar, the only player with Roaches on the field to deal with this initial Adept incursion. Queen's getting Focus Fire down. Nice micro, though, from Snogstar to try and, from Trifax to try and bring these Queens away. One Queen goes down. Oracles missed target firing there by Drogo, actually. Roaches grabbing those Banelings. The Banelings going onto the Roaches, but not killing them off, just weakening them significantly. Adepts Focus Firing down the Lings. The Lings now gone from Trifax, and it does look like Drogo's going to be forced to go ahead and go into the main base. One Oracle goes down, more drones getting picked off, though. It looks like 17 drones have been lost now by Trifax. This is really, really nice singular aggression. You can see Drogo and Bly focusing their attention, focusing their energy on one Zerg at a time. They know they don't have to beat both of the Zerg players. They really only have to beat one of the Zerg players for this to win. I'm going to move myself up just a little bit. Pardon me. There we go. Get out of the way here from this weird 2v2 overlay. Nice surround by the Lings from Bly here, who's taking out Snogstar's reinforcements. Snogstar trying to add on some more Lings of his own. Some more Roaches of his own. I just don't think it's going to happen. He's going for +1. He's going for Roach speed. But already Trifax is down to 33 drones. This constant aggression from Drogo and Bly after defending the 12 pools from Snogstar and Trifax is going to be amazing. Alright, extra Roaches on the way, and there it is, as we said earlier, Drogo adding on those extra Stargates, but it does look like the NDK crew under some significant pressure now. There's simply nothing to respond to the Void Ray. There's simply nothing to respond to all of these Adepts. The Roaches have been cleaned out by the Lings. This is phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. GG! And Team Raise Your Edge with Drogo and Bly are going to grab game number 1. Defense there from Drogo, even with no shield battery down. He's doing a great job. And now there are a ton of Banelings coming out from Bly. 9 Banelings out from Bly, realizing he's got to defend against a really, really big Ling incursion here from the NDK crew. Here it is, Trifax trying to make his way up this main ramp into the 4 main bases and naturals of Drogo and Bly. Not going to be able to get in there, though. And Drogo, again, going back to the old standard. Void Rays. Void Rays are absolutely fantastic in this matchup, especially when we see the NDK crew committing so heavily to Ling Bane aggression. The question will be, can Drogo defend long enough to get a significant number of those Void Rays out? We see a ton of Lings and Banes steaming across the map right now for Trifax. He's got, 28 army supply here. To the only 23 of Bly, but Drogo has plenty on the field as well. These Oracles getting a bit of damage done. A nice Baneling hit there for our boy Bly, and that's going to drive Trifax all the way back. Snogstar unable to add any additional damage of his own. All the players right now sitting on 2 bases. Very, very safe play from Snogstar, adding on those Spore Crawlers. Very safe play here from Trifax. Already has those Spore Crawlers down. Does not want to get caught by surprise by a huge, huge number of Void Rays. Here we go with a little bit of counter pressure here. Bly's Bane's trying to find a nice spot there that's going to scare Trifax away. Void Ray from Drogo, rather, adding a bit of damage on here, and it does look like there's just a lot more on the field right now for Bly and Drogo than there are for their opponents. 38 workers, 44 workers on one side to 40 and 33 on the other. Fairly even worker counts, but Bly's going to get some nice shots off here. Oh my god, that's not what Snogstar wanted at all. Unable to micro those drones away. That's a huge hit. Snogstar now down to just 27 workers. That's not a good number of workers. Oh, goodness gracious. Drogo in with a Void Race here, now trying to add some stuff on. The Spore Crawler's trying to go down for Trifax, but Trifax doesn't have any other response. There's been no switch to Hydras, no Spire down. The constant pressure here from Drogo and Bly, and the failed pressure from Snoxstar and Trifax has put them so far behind that it's going to take a miracle right now for Trifax and Snoxstar to get some real damage done. Bly defending these Baneling cocoons with his life, and once the Banelings are out, that's going to drive Trifax away. Again, look at the structures tab here. No Spires, no Hydra Dens, no nothing. These Void Rays are basically being pushed away by Queens and Queens alone. And I believe it's from the Bible where a notable figure once said that Zergs cannot live on Queens alone. Ling sweeping in now to the third base of Bly. An interesting pattern of expansions from our players on Razor Edge. You can see Drogo taking the 3 easy to defend expansions, forcing Bly to grab his third base up here at the 9 o'clock. That's going to spread them out a little bit. Snoxstar trying to grab a third of his own, but it's going to be under fire from this Void Ray, and I wouldn't be surprised to see a cancel here out of Snoxstar. Bit of a fight in the middle of the map right now, but that's going to be a big win for Drogo as he pushes away all these Lings from Snoxstar. Snoxstar will lose this third base eventually, and yeah, Bly's Overlord going to be saved here. And this is just bad news there. There's the cancel from Snoxstar, who tries to put down an Evo Chamber to save it, but it's not going to be enough. The Void Ray count now up to 5, and like we said, there still ain't nothing on the field to deal with Void Rays. No Hydras, no Mutalisks, no nothing. Banelings waddling in now from Bly, who didn't even bother getting Baneling speed. Drogo adding on some more Void Rays, and this looks like it could be a game-ending push right now. Snoxstar trying to add on some more of his hatcheries. He realizes he's very low on larva, but it's not quite going to be enough, and that's it. GG Drogo and Bly from Raise Your Edge Gaming grab the 2-0 win. Congrats to them. They're going to take the series 2-0. Here, and Drogo looking like he wants to keep the pressure on with these Phoenix. Oh, the Phoenix picking up the Widowmine here. Drilling Claws helping out quite a bit, able to get some good shots off, but Bly has the Roaches behind this to make it work. We're seeing a massive engagement setting up right now. Phoenix from Azuna, Phoenix from Drogo, Roaches, Infestors, and where on earth are those Vipers? Here they come from Bly. The Vipers are going to be just enough. I think it's going to be very scary to engage here with Infestors, with Vipers. These Infestors don't have the Infestor upgrade, but they do have plenty of energy. Overseer gets taken down from Bly here. Drogo now zoned out just a little bit. We're going to see a pincer attack here from Team Raise Your Edge. The Roaches, Infestors, and Raptors on the south side getting a sick fungal growth, and the Phoenix coming in to clean up the job here. The poor Medivacs are stuck to the ground with that fungal growth. This is a great engagement, and Ion Pulse Crystals on both sides here, but there's the Parasitic Bomb from Bly, forcing the transition out, or forcing the split from Azuna. He's going to lose an awful lot of Phoenix, though, and Phoenix are absolutely fantastic against a small number of carriers. The transition coming a little bit too little, too late from Team Alpha X. The Phoenix not focused firing down the carriers, going for interceptors instead. There's only one interceptor left there. That is going to buy our team from Alpha X a little bit of time, though, and going to force the Phoenix back from Raise Your Edge. Drogo unable to put the kibosh on this game quite yet. All the Widowmines saving a lot of energy here, or saving a lot of damage by Bly. The 1-2 punch as Drogo repositions his Tempests onto this base from Azuna. Azuna's going to lose one base, going to lose 2 bases, and this third base under some serious stress right now. Masa trying to make something happen on the backside with a small number of Marines, but the Stalker warp in from Drogo. He's microing these Stalkers at the same time that he's able to clear out this base from Azuna. I don't know if these Zealots from Azuna are going to have much luck against the Tempest and the Carriers. This is looking better and better and better for Raise Your Edge as the game goes on. Masa now on 3 bases. Azuna down to just... well, I almost said just 1 base. The Archon tried to get under the Tempest, but it's going to go down here. And the Ravagers from Bly going to make it happen. GG! And GG goes down. Raise Your Edge takes another win for their 3rd win of the day. Fair amount of kills. 4 kills, 2 kills, 8 kills, and then 1 kill. Masa's got to hope that this push does something. He's got the Archons of Azuna. It's a very, very strong army here. If this doesn't do anything, the combined almost 100 workers of Drogo and Bly are going to be able to thin them out pretty well. Phoenix getting in. The Medivacs are going to be a key point of this build. If the Medivacs go down, there's not going to be anything to heal up these Marines. Third base of third base of Bly does go down, but Drogo and Bly still on 4 bases. This is a good combined push from Masa Azuna, who are keeping their power together. Bly with a very weak army right now, and Drogo's units not particularly strong either. He's only got 4 Phoenix and 6 Stalkers. They've got to try and defend against this tank in the back, adding way too much damage, though. There are no Lings on top of the tank. The Colossi for Drogo comes out. Shield Battery Overcharge might be able to save him here. Azuna's Archons dodging around, not getting much done. Again, a lift on the Phoenix won't be enough, just buying him a little bit of time. It does look like, though, Drogo's going to clear up the top tank. The bottom tank should get cleared up as well by this Colossus. Oh, the Colossus goes down, but the Stalkers for Drogo diving deep to get the tank down. There's no more splash damage from Masa and Azuna. It's just those 2 Archons. I guess the Archons are the only splash damage, but with Roaches coming out for Bly and the Stalkers from Drogo, it does look like Bly and Drogo have held. Of course, there is a third base that's been cleared out from Bly here. Azuna and Masa continuing this push, but they're down right now, only on 60 workers, give or take. Whereas it's about 80 workers between Drogo and Bly. The income just going to be way in favor of Team Raise Your Edge. Now, little drop here from Masa. I like what he's trying to do. If you know you can't win in a straight-up fight, you got to go for guerrilla warfare. He's going to try a drop on this side. Of course, the Mutalisks and the DT from Drogo, just a sick combination. Only 1 missile turret here in the natural base for Masa, and he's going to get a lot of damage done. The Planetary Fortress shouldn't be able to save itself. Only 2 missile turrets there, and again, Masa can't afford to lose this many SCVs. I mean, his main command center is super low right now. Drogo has even prevented this drop from doing anything. Masa getting driven back here. Absolutely gorgeous from Team Raise Your Edge. As the Archons and Colossi come in from Drogo, Masa knows it. GG from Team Alpha X. Team Raise Your Edge grabs another win, 2-0 against Alpha X.
I got goals to chase, I got roads to pave. Not yet where I wanna be, but I got close today. I went ghost today, I got least to say. I be focused on these dreams like I didn't sleep today.